Hi everyone. Um, well, today I decided I needed to do a little bit of work on one of my cars. Um, so I have a 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited, and I also happen to have a 2012 Jeep Wrangler. The Wrangler is right there. I noticed that the engine coolant reservoir level was just a little bit low on the 16 Grand Cherokee. So I felt I needed to add a little bit of coolant to top off the coolant reservoir. So kind of got into looking at the different coolants that are required for the different model years of Jeep vehicles. So, and it turns out that between my 12 Wrangler and the 16 Grand Cherokee, they require two different coolants, and many people know this. There's a lot of information about that on the web. So let me just show you the coolant that I got from Amazon. It's just easier to go to Amazon, and price-wise probably about the same as just walking into a dealer, but the Amazon stuff just shows up at my door. So here's the bottle of factory original Mopar engine coolant for the 2016 Grand Cherokee. And I think if you can read that, it says 10 years, 150,000 mile rated coolant. Already 50-50 pre-diluted, just use it straight, don't add water like it says. And I think if you can read that MS, it's material spec 12106, has a black cap. Here's the bottle for the 2012 model. Has a blue cap. It's also 50-50 pre-diluted. It says 5-year, 100,000 mile. And I think let me get closer here. Material spec is MS9769G. So that's what the bottles look like. At least that's what I got. Definitely different. And there was a lot of information on the web about the coloring that the factory put into these coolants just to be able to distinguish them. The quote older stuff is orange, and the quote newer stuff is purple, as you can see here. And I think I want to make sure I get this right. I think the purple stuff is the OAT formulation, and the older orange stuff is the hybrid OAT or HOAT stuff. I think I got that right. OAT, organic additive technology, something like that. Anyways, it's oat, purple oat, and orange HOAT. But here's the problem. So I went out to the Grand Cherokee and I siphoned off a little bit of the coolant that's in the car right now, that's in the reservoir. And the car is what, 2 years old now? It's a 16 that I bought at the end of 16, so it's just over 2 years old. And the coolant's fine, but I just kind of wanted to see what it looked like, so I siphoned off a little bit. And here's what it looks like. As you can see, this is the MS12106 used out of the car. I don't know if you can see inside. Here's what the 12106 new out of the bottle that I just showed you looks like. It's very purple, clearly purple. I also then went and siphoned off a little bit out of the Wrangler. 9769G used. Looks distinctly orange. Here's the purple stuff from the top. And here's a little bit of that 9769G new out of the bottle. Just poured them into these plastic cups. Well, so here's the interesting thing. This stuff is supposed to be the same stuff, but I guess once it's been in the car for a couple of years, the purple goes away and it looks just as orange, I think, as the orange stuff. And I've never opened the coolant system before, so this is factory stuff. I'm assuming that the factory and/or the dealership didn't put the quote wrong stuff in a 16 Grand Cherokee. And the used orange stuff out of the Wrangler, new or used, looks pretty much the same, I think. The new stuff is just a little bit clearer, a little more crystal clear. The older stuff is a little slightly foggy, but definitely both orange. And then the purple stuff new is definitely purple, and once it's been used, I guess it goes orange, because that definitely looks orange, but also at the same time it doesn't look, let me get the purple out of the way. It doesn't look quite the same orange as 9769G used when you compare against the new 12106 used. Let me just adjust the light a little, see if that makes any difference. It's that's 9769 used, 12106 used. 12106 is definitely more opaque, not as sort of transparent or translucent as the orange stuff. But I don't think I'm colorblind. It just looks orange to me, not purple like that. So what I'm going to do is a little chemistry experiment. And maybe you all know this out there already, or there's other information on the web already. I'm going to keep doing some research, but I'm going to take a half of each of these things and just mix them up. I'm going to put half the 9769G used in with the new. Hopefully, and nothing will happen, hopefully. I'm also going to mix it with this 12106 new and see what kind of reaction, if any, there is in the cup after, a few days or however long I'm going to keep it around. And same thing with this used 12106. I'm going to pour half of it into new 12106. Hopefully no reaction. And then I'm going to put the other half in with the new 9769G and see if there's any kind of reaction. And I'm going to do that little experiment before I dump any of this new 12106 in the car. The reservoir is right at about the minimum mark now, so it'll be fine to drive that way for a little while before I top it off. Just so I can convince myself that it's safe to add this new purple to the car. So there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the mixing, turn the camera off, do the mixing. And if you don't hear from me again, know that everything is fine, and it's good to not mix the stuff. If I don't know. Actually, if I see an adverse reaction by mixing the two stuff, I'll try to take a video of that real quick and post it. And certainly, if the combination of my used 12106 out of the car and the new 12106 out of the bottle does not look good, for whatever reason, because maybe my car got mixed up or the dealer did something or I don't know what, I'll definitely post about that. Thanks all. Bye.